Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Greetings. Let me see if everyone's player is... Oh, yes, I need to change Joe. Release.
Me?
Buddy. Yeah, I got to change the character sheet you're playing.
I'm just stuck.
You know? Okie dokie. Smoky. I love that emote. The wide cat wave. That's a good one. Okay.
Hi.
So let's go ahead and get ourselves started, shall we? You have just arrived over in one of the various cavern patterns that have been scattered all across Bellius Isle. You are encountered with a cavern lift that seems to descend deeper into the earth. And just before trying to figure things out, you've heard the lift deep in the cavern sort of begin to elevate, the sounds of machinery just bringing everything up. And with the door opened, one of Ignatius Hellebor's many weapons and machines that they have worked on in the past came to greet you with the sound of a mocking Karis on the other side. After a harrowing fight, you guys emerged victorious, destroying the machine, and finding out that the machine itself was remote controlled, with a sort of like telecommunication speaker going off. Eli was able to reverse the directions so that you're able to get that, so that Isla was able to give one final message that you guys were heading on your way to finish it, essentially. And with that, you all have stepped into the lift and are now descending down into what you hope to be the underwater lab. So go ahead and get everything situated. I believe that covers everything. Just let me know if there is anything I may have missed while I get this all set up. So first things first, I gotta get the players good to go. I think we did respite last week.
Yeah.
So we're good to go on that. I'm gonna go and grab this one. I'm going to make sure inventory-wise we're doing... Yep, that's what I thought. That's gonna delete if I do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who else am I missing? Logan. Sweet,
I'm here.
Sweet Logan. Okay. Sweet Logan.
Okay.
Sweet boy.
Sweet.
It's a lie.
Like a Sour Patch Kid.
Sweet boy.
Like a Sour Patch Kid.
I could go.
Just
Sour
like a
Patch
Sour
Kids
Patch
eventually
Kid.
actually are sweet, so...
Yeah, they're sour, but then they turn sweet. There's a little sweet center in there.
First they're
What?
sour.
You're saying
then
we
they're
haven't
sweet.
gotten to the center yet? Man.
Yeah.
Is ooey gooey center?
It's not ooey
Goodness
gooey.
gracious.
Those are gushers, okay? This is different.
Holy shit, gushers. God damn.
Gushers.
Oh,
Do
man.
they even make gushers still? I
Yes.
feel like it should
yeah,
be
they
illegal.
do.
Yeah.
I
they
just
do.
got fruit by the foot like 2 days ago. Now
I feel like
wishing I
gushers
would've
should
got
be illegal.
gushers.
Like there's
Why?
nothing in them that seems good for anyone.
Well, none of it's good for anyone.
Whoa, hold up.
I do.
Watermelon Sour Patch Kids are good for the soul, dude.
I do love.
Oh, I hate those.
I just love when.
Well, that's why you're sick all the time.
I love when you've got like all this candy, and then they try to be like made with real fruit, has vitamin B, and you're just any way to try and elevate this candy so that it is quote unquote healthy, because someone's gonna be like, well, I gotta get my vitamin B, and so I'm gonna eat this bag of Sour Patch Kids.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That's why I like you. That's why you're my favorite.
It's good.
You're like, Jesse, eat your vegetables. And I'm like, this is Sour Patch Kids. I'm not
Yes.
even sure this counts.
I mean, it's a watermelon, which is a fruit, so it should be healthy for me. So,
It's not even remotely close to a vegetable.
yeah.
Like, there's green in there. I'm like, sold.
Okay.
Jesse, I need a nut.
Nut,
Thank you.
Again!
nut,
Again!
nut,
Again.
No.
Again.
I can't. I'm all out.
Yikes. Okay. This is going to be a nerve-wracking session for me, but that's fine.
Dad's gonna yell at us.
What are you talking about? Okay, here we go. Just trying to crack my back. I didn't do it. This one. Please load. Please, for the love of God, load. There we go.
Dude, you overloaded this thing with good vibes.
All right. Let us begin. So, you all will arrive outside of this hatch with the lift. So that's sort of kind of like descended down, the door opened, and you've arrived over here. Around you, you're going to see this sort of metal, like this metal covering over this area. That's kind of keeping the entire area protected. And this blue substance over here is water. You can feel the pressure that is over where you're at and how it's just kind of just pounding down upon your head through the depths that you're at. So yes. But with that, you guys are free to do as you need.
Mom, I'm gonna throw up.
Don't throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
Please don't throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
At least don't throw up on me.
If you have to throw up in this, and I hand you a coffee cup.
Is it tight in here? It's a little tight in here, right?
Oh no.
I'm gonna throw up.
All right, just in here.
Just a lot of that wheezy breathing, like.
Okay, wheeze into the cup. It'll be fine.
Just kind of hearing the water splashing around over here as it is. You're not even anywhere near the pure depth of what is the ocean of Europa.
Isla pats Hellebor's back. And she reaches over and also pats Dash's back.
Thanks.
You'll be
okay.
fine.
Where are we supposed to go?
Well, I would say we probably follow the arrows.
I think so. Maybe that's the way out, though. You know, like leading people to the escape hatch.
Well, it'd be good to know that there's an escape hatch if we find one, then.
True. Or we could kick down this door. And taps on it.
Hang on a second. Can Isla, like, listen through the door? See if there's anything she can hear?
Yeah, go ahead and do a perception check. Okay. You kind of listen into it. You press your head against the cold metal door. And you hear nothing on the other side.
At the very least, I don't think anyone's in there. You want to check?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, then.
As you go in and open the door, you enter into what appears to be some sort of storage department. Various crates and boxes are scattered about.
Loot! Loot! Loot!
I'm not looking outside. If I don't look, it hurt me.
Loot!
Come
Loot!
here. I'm not looking.
After you.
I am not.
You'll step in, your footsteps echo within this chamber.
Are any of the crates open or openable looking?
It depends. Are you attempting to open them?
Oh, spooky. I will try to crack one open. Why not? Sure.
As you
Let's live dangerously.
randomly open a crate, you will see a variety of materials you do not recognize. They have the sheen of almost plastic, and if you were to touch them, they have the cool touch of metal. You're rather uncertain what any of this could mean. Perhaps it was part of Dr. Ignatius Hellebor's experiments.
Are they... Sorry, go ahead.
You go.
Are they, like, in predefined shapes? Do they, like, they're parts to something?
I mean, they look like a variety of parts. I mean, you see sort of these like rounded rods and a variety of plates, but you're uncertain what the purpose of them is, or what you could use them for. You are free to spend time in this room to investigate the crates as you're kind of like looking around. Some of them are openable, some of them have been sealed and bolted shut. If you would like to investigate around this area, I will allow investigation checks. However, as you kind of like zoom out, this place there's a lot to look through, and that will take time you may or may not have.
This looks like paper.
I saw this and was like, yeah. You look at a stack of paper. It's like a stack of printer paper just kind of sitting there at the edge. Indeed, it says paper. It's paper brand paper.
Yeah.
It's on there. You see the mascot. Their name is Mr. Paper. They got little drawn arms and a little cane and a top hat, and it's just a piece of paper.
Is that paper brand paper?
The finest.
I only use outdoors brand, sorry.
Can I do a little eye for detail on the room just to see if there's anything in here that looks a little sus?
Yeah,
or is
sure.
it, and maybe it's just a room, but like still worth looking.
You're free to do a quick ocular pat down, as it were.
I got nothing for you guys. It's a room. It's a room as far as I can tell.
I mean, considering you rolled a 12 on a 3, that's pretty great.
I do have that 9, baby.
Yeah. So ultimately, if you would like to do a deep scrub of the room, you are free to do so, but it will take a long period of time.
Are any of the crates marked?
No. There are a variety of barcodes on there, but they aren't marked with like titles or like what the contents are and things like that.
I don't know about you lot, but I feel like we're this close. We can't risk letting him get away in some sneaky manner.
Absolutely.
Could you imagine? Like you guys are looking
because
here hours in, and
we get
the sun
paper.
go off.
All of us stood there with our packs of paper.
You've got a bunch of packing peanuts in one box. You're like, come on. We do another 20 episodes to try and figure out where the hell he went.
Isla's gonna listen through this door.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, feel free to do a perception check for me. Ooh, so inside this room, it doesn't have as heavy of an echo that you've been used to, suggesting that the room on the other side is a little bit smaller contained. You also hear the humming of some sort of like air filtration unit on the other side as well.
Well, the room's active, but I don't hear anyone.
I mean, open it, right?
Boop. You enter into what appears to be a small office. Around, you will see that everything here is powered. Only one of the monitors is on, and all it states is data wipe complete.
Interesting.
I'm just like picking up these boxes of ammunition, looking through them,
Yeah, you're just kind of taking a look over there.
boxing a bunch of it.
Yeah, go. You would definitely find some like shelves that you'd be able to place in there. Go ahead and give me a 1d20 roll for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, they are just normal buck. Nothing special about these shells, but you are able to refill your munitions easily.
Eli,
Yeah.
you able to work your magic?
Oh boy. Practice fingers and look at the screen.
It just says data wipe complete.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll sit down. Is there like a tower anywhere? Is there any?
Yeah, it'd be on the floor underneath the the table.
I'll restart. See if I can, get into the equivalent of BIOS. See what I can do with this thing.
You gonna try and do a hacker man moment?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me your shard tool.
Isla's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and perpetually guidance.
Okay. A 24. Go ahead and roll guidance. A 2. A 26 is insufficient. Whatever method was used to try and get into this, unless there's something else you'd like to do.
I'll flash of genius.
What's the total result?
31.
831 is sufficient.
Damn.
You can tell that there was a lot that whatever program went through these systems currently, it did a thorough job to make sure whatever was on here was wiped. But as you're able to go in and go through and peek around to see what's been working on, specifically, a lot of the old data, like a lot of the old projects that have been worked here, have unfortunately, the data has long since degraded and has been destroyed. But some of the more recent projects and things that have been fashioned, that's been happening in this facility, you begin to see a little peek of. So there are 3 major projects that have recently been accessed within these facilities. The first one would be, give me 1 second, making sure, so I'm looking where the other players are. The first one would of course be the war machine program, building automated soldiers. In fact, that is the machine that you fought. The whole purpose of this was to have constructs handle IO's wars and not people, so that way life can be more preserved. The second one appears to be some sort of what's called a fail-safe. Let me see if I remember it. A biological fail-safe program that is currently still active. It appears to be some kind of cloning research that was done within here. And then the third one is the Cosma phenomenon research. Apparently, Dr. Ignatius Hellebore is aware of a threat that is currently on Io, specifically hovering over Asmodia at this state, dubbed Cosma Tara, the second child of the Cosma clan. And apparently he had been doing some research, specifically that of anti-Cosma, how to stop this threat.
Can I check to see the food? How quick is this food fresh?
As you look into it, this right here has a big old bite in it.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Sorry.
No, it's all good. But that is all the data that you get, essentially what this facility has been researching with that lovely 31. No other information can be found.
I relay the project info to the rest and ask Dr. Pingshi if any of this rings any bells.
Does any of it?
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
you have not been in talks with your father, and since these are all recent projects, no, none of this is familiar to you.
Remember, he tried the whole, like, disowning thing because he was mad at me, but then he was like, don't worry, son, I still love you, but also get your shit together.
Right.
Hmm.
Well,
I did not get my shit together.
Disguised as Pinchy. As you can see, I am a work in progress.
I sent him a picture of my decapitated head. As you can see, I am the problem.
I'm gonna stuff all the food into my cheek for later.
is,
Ooh, okay.
is there a way I can store the project data, like on my own terminal?
Yeah, so you can store the projects that were being worked on. As far as the data and what has been researched, you cannot. Pretty much all you know from this very, very deep hack is what has been worked on within the station.
Yeah, I'll just take what I can.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Zooming out a little bit so we can get all the players.
Yeah, I'm just hanging back here with Dash, trying to figure out, what's up.
What's going on? What's Dash doing?
Dash is kind of. He wanted to hang back in case something was out where we were, or in case a sound happened or whatever. So, yeah.
Should we join the others?
Kind of peeks over his shoulder. What if somebody's coming, or?
Well, then it's probably best that we're with them, yes? This is a lesson I've learned numerous times. It's better to stick together, trust me on this.
Okay.
Hey, you guys want to split up?
Just me and my dad.
I mean.
I mean.
God damn it!
All right. What are you guys doing now?
Isla, listen.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Dash shut door.
You hear, with that, nothing on the other side.
Are we listening to doors?
Yeah.
Just to be on the safe side. What are you doing?
Listens at door.
Oh.
It was to be included.
All right. Give me a perception check.
15.
With a 15, you hear nothing of note or interest on the other side.
I think it's too
You
thick. I
hear-
can't hear anything.
Oh. There's another door.
Try?
Yeah, go.
On the other side, you make out a faint melody.
Oh, there's music coming from this door.
Music?
Yeah. You wanna... Points at door. What kind? Do I recognize the song?
No. You just kind of hear some instruments playing.
Nothing good's ever come from music.
I want to listen to the music.
You're listening to it now.
Isla buff?
You want me to open it?
Isla buff again?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Open store.
The music gets a little louder.
Big.
But in here appears to be an empty hallway.
What direction is the music coming? Can we tell?
As you're approaching closer to the center of the room, it sounds like it's coming from this room.
Playing pretty music.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
All right. As you open the door, you hear the speakers within this room is giving off this beautiful melody. And staring out the window is one Victor.
Oh!
Did you know that the underwater is quite like that space that you will float around in?
Nope, I don't want to listen to him.
Or
Let's find a different room.
Would I
Great
hear
way to
that?
shut
Would I
down the
hear that from
roleplay.
over
Nicely
here?
done. Yeah, absolutely. Do you really slam the door?
Viper would, yeah.
Okay.
Dash moves out of the way.
Logan looks at you just like the most proud nod of approval in the history of dadly nods.
Do we have to?
We most certainly don't.
We probably should.
Isla opens the door.
Victor, where's Karis?
in truth, I do not know.
Worthless.
He shuts the door.
Time to go.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Well, it's not Karis. Isla doesn't care.
All right. If this interaction's over, let me know, and then we'll move on.
Dash would look at Logan.
Logan looks at Dash like, what?
I don't know. Out of all of us, it feels like you might need to say your piece. But also, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about just leaving Victor here to do whatever.
Buddy's reloading his shotgun.
Our objective is to find the doctor and stop him before he can escape. Victor, although it would please me to end him, feels counterintuitive to our current objective. Also, I really don't want to deal with that right now. I'm just coming to terms with this whole emotionality thing, and I'm not feeling it.
Changed my mind. Pinchy Piper leans over and opens the door. It would be very funny to see you talk to him.
Cool.
Do we have
Eli
time for
walks
this?
in.
Hello, Victor.
Hello, old friends.
What's Eli doing?
He just sits, takes in the view.
Looks at Buddy.
He's kind of like he's got a cigar in his mouth. He's reloading a shotgun. Can I get him ready for his bounty? Prepping it up, stretching.
You know why we're here.
I do.
Are you gonna stop us?
There is no point. I wouldn't have
Elaborate.
stopped you before.
You've joined them.
I did. And I lost. You lost. We all lost.
What does that mean?
I turned sides so I could finish this myself. So I could climb their ranks, find Facade, whatever leadership it has, and dismantle it. Let the blood be in my hands, not on Logan Horn's.
Insight.
Oh yeah, major insight check. Just
Same.
massive.
All right.
One
that's
sec, if
fine.
we're all rolling, one just,
We're all squinting at this man.
I do find that sufficient. However, I must ask, is Victor being deceitful?
No, he's telling the truth.
And you all would sense that.
He seems sincere. He keeps his eyes on the outside. Briefly looks back to Logan once and then stares back out the window. I know it's hard to believe. I did betray you quite dramatically. However, I have been humbled. I believe that this entire operation could be brought down quite easily. I thought I was always one stage ahead in my game of chess, but it turns out that this game ended long ago. We're playing with the leftover pieces. We're running their victory lap. You can't beat Facade. We can't beat Facade.
Oh, stop it. I just walk in front of his view of the water. If anyone needed humbling, it was me. And I have been quite humbled. And if I've learned anything, you fool, it's that it's never too late. And more importantly, you can't do it by yourself. And although it distresses me that I'm asking you, will you help us at least attempt to stop whatever you say is too late?
He looks up with very sad eyes towards Logan. I wish I was being dramatic, friend. But when I say the war is over, it was over before we began.
Elaborate.
Of the 9 senators, 7 are Ganymedian. 1 will buckle soon. We believed Facade was an extension of these Ganymedians' invasion, but the invasion ended long ago. The invasion has already happened. It's already won. They've already claimed all of the high seats of our society on Io. And what's even greater than that is they were the ones who introduced every piece of technology you now use. We feared we'd all be conquered and killed and replaced under their rulership, but the reality is we've prospered. We've already lost before we were even freed, before you even put this plan together, before Facade was even a thing. They've won for a long time. If we are to make this known to the public now, anarchy, more death. We lost.
But it's not over. They're actively planning something right now.
They are. They're planning to destroy a creature known as Cosmatara. Currently, Asmodia has a senator that is close to buckling. And they're going to put their power together to destroy it.
We may have lost the majority, but if we can save the one, surely it's worth the effort to stop this.
But what comes of that? What when we tell everyone that they have been ruled over by Ganymedians? More so, that they've prospered underneath them. What will the Ganymedians do to survive then?
There's one thing I've learned, is that no plan, no matter how well put together, no matter how much you intend to use others, and he looks around the room, it will never go as you believe it will. And things will happen that will change the outcome and make even the most devious of schemers look like a fool. I have learned this, and I know that if we work together, even if it amounts to nothing, I would rather spit in the face of those who claim to control us than do nothing.
And looks across the rest of the group as well. What of you, Lord?
We already came this far, Victor.
Sometimes a chess game can take weeks, but there must be a loser in the end. Is it so bad to be ruled under them if they have crazy technology to have you travel the stars? Weapons to protect yourselves? Industries?
Eli will... Go ahead.
Oh, no, go for it.
Eli will pull out his Shardak terminal and sort of look at it in his hand. If every Ganymedian disappeared tomorrow, this would be hereafter. If what you say is true, what they gave us will still be here. We can still use it as a foundation for what's to come. But we are not their slaves. Neither are you.
Yeah, are you sitting down right now, Victor?
Yeah.
I'll kneel
very
down.
politely.
I'll kneel down in front of you and look you in the eyes, and I'll be like, do you want to be controlled? Subjugated? Is that who you are, Victor?
No.
Then if that's to be our fate, I say we show them that we will not go quietly.
Very well. He's going to reach into his pocket and take out the decoded document he was given that he hasn't looked at. And hold it out. Helibor's father gave me access to this, but I do not know what it is. Only that he told me to put it in the right hands as his last good thing.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And she kind of clasped his hands and kind of lifted up, so a little bit confused. He requested you alone.
What?
I was also quite confused by it.
Fuck.
Can I do an insight check? Because Victor has never seen Pincher go, fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, please insight check that.
Oh no, wrong character! No!
Wrong character, get out, get
Oh,
out!
so sad.
Buddy's like, buddy.
So
yeah, Buddy's
sad.
like a bit. Wait a minute. Oh, I knew it!
Try again.
You're not
with-
Pinchy at all!
with Victor.
Wait.
Oh, hold on, guys.
You just watch as Pitchy goes, fuck. Uh-oh. Like, I was breaking a little bit.
Well, if everybody already fucking knows, he'll turn back into Hellebore.
I was seriously tempted to flash of genius that deception.
No. He holds out the document. I would say towards Eli.
I'll give this, puts it in front of Hellebore, to you, to Eli.
I think because he knows that he's gonna say that. Might as well let them research something whilst you confront him.
Yeah, I'll see what I can find.
I think, meanwhile, Buddy's gonna step and go, wait a minute, so we're not taking this guy down.
No.
He's got a bounty on his head. Hasn't he done fucked up things?
He has.
Who's the
But we have more
rodent?
important things to worry about.
Sorry.
This is Buddy.
Yeah, I got you on my list, mate. Charming.
There's a fucking roleplay genius. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Logan stands up and walks towards Buddy and says, I know you have your bounty, and it's a shame. When we got here, he just managed to escape. I guess we'll have to find him later.
Yeah. Shame about that. He's gonna holster the shotgun.
Absolute shame. All right, gang, let's go.
Oh, wait. Victor, and be like, where's your book?
Why?
Please, can I see your book, please?
Do you want to take your name off of it?
No.
Can I get a deception check from Dash?
It's not deception. He just sounds really sussy about it.
How Dash. No.
No.
He'll lift his book and turn it around towards him.
He'll take the book, open it, and turn around to Logan. Write your name in the book. I can't keep being the person that gets talked to, please.
Logan, smiles and then writes a delightful calligraphy signature.
Okay. Closes the book, hands it to Victor.
If you are to confront this, then perhaps I'll do it in your terms from now on. If you have me.
Ew.
Is everyone just thinking?
He's talking to Logan, right?
Yeah.
I think he's doing generally.
Oh.
You realize he's kind of fucked up across the group.
I like you again if you give me a piece of your hair.
That is so weird. Victor, you're more than welcome to join us, but also, if you must go, go. I'm not sure what will happen here.
My time of deception has passed. You have achieved far more than I did by working as a team. I just stood alongside Keris, enjoying her angry moments and her hateful tone towards all of you. She could not inflict anything upon you. But if you are to go after the top of this, I'd like to be there.
Logan looks around the room.
I'm okay with it.
I've forgiven worse.
And she eyeballs Logan.
Logan is
But-
a little bit ashamed and has yeah, all right.
But she kind of says it with a little smirk. I think she's impressed with how Logan handled this, so she's coming around a little bit more.
Eli's focus is on Logan. I would like to roll an insight check.
Yeah. What are you trying to figure out?
If Logan is being genuine throughout this whole thing.
I'm not sure. I mean, yes, the answer is yes. I'm not sure what you would detect more than that. I'm not going to roll it. Like, it's, you definitely can tell.
If, basically the check is there deceit in your tone, essentially?
The answer is no.
Well, there you go.
Good enough for me. For starters, can you tell us what we're up against? Are we in for another fight?
Against his father? I'd be surprised. It was Careless the one who wanted bloodshed when you were up there. I assumed.
Unsurprising.
But the doctor is not what I expected. He's brittle, frail.
How many people are here?
So I think this is the one thing that you do not know, Joe.
Yeah.
Everyone has been sent away. And they are currently going through a purge of all of the systems. This place is about to shut the fuck down. The only people that are here currently is yourself, Dr. Ignatius Hellebore, and Karis.
Just us final three. All the others are gone. This is almost like his final hour. He knows that you're moving from check to checkmate. And he waits for you. Though, she might as well. I was unaware that she was not inside that mech she created. I suppose she didn't leave me privy to all of her plans.
Evacuations.
Yes?
Oh, go on. Sorry, I was gonna say something, and I read. Then I'm not gonna say anything. So go.
We're why everyone's gone.
I believe so. They are wiping everything here. I think the doctor's part in all of this is about to end. And you get to choose how it ends.
Bash will look at Piper.
Piper's just kind of staring at the sheet that was given to Eli.
Anything
Can you
else?
take us to him? Do you know where he is?
Yes.
I do. We met many times before this day. I can tell you I told him I was going to kill him one day. And I've changed my mind.
Huh?
Yeah. No offense to you, Hellebore, but I want to take the blood off of Logan's hands. I know what murder can make one's soul become.
Well, if it helps, I'm... Like, Logan chuckles to himself. Over it.
This is where Victor rolls an insight check.
I think he likes the
Points back.
mystery of that. Like, he wants to see what happens next without kind of digging too deep. There is something off about your father, though.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, sorry, I'm still doing the pinchy voice. I gotta stop that.
No, I mean, I can imagine Hellebore continuing.
No, he says that in character. I gotta stop doing that voice.
You keep doing it, put your dad on his toes, you know?
Yeah.
I won't spoil it for you, but he has a strange condition.
Yeah, it's called beat a little bitch. What does it say?
Eli will hand it off.
Yeah, all you see is just random symbols and patterns that seem to be continuously printed over, as if there is several layers to this document that needs to be decoded. Even with Eli's great genius, it will take time to figure out what was handed off to you guys.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
My reaction exactly. Very well. Allow me to be your steward going forward, though, Ixthyla, I don't know how she'll react if we come across her.
I know exactly how she'll react, and it's what I'm waiting for. Lead the way.
Very well.
So,
Hey. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, before we continue, we have arrived at an impasse. Specifically, Mr. Joefudge currently have 2 PCs, but must only
Good.
control.
Good. Let him do both.
But must only control one. So,
One moment, guys, I'm going to drain this rodent.
Joe,
Push them together.
who's going to be your PC and who's going to be the NPC?
I think at this point in the story, because I was basically waiting to see if they would kill Victor or not.
Yep.
And if they've welcomed him back, I think it makes more sense to Victor to help in this portion.
Very well.
Victor with Buddy as NPC.
All right. So Buddy will probably be either scrounging around or staying behind or getting ready for an escape. Now that you've heard that there is pretty much no one on this station except 3 people and they're going through a giant purge, that means there's always an opportunity of a nice little self-destruct sound going off. So Buddy's going to go ahead and prepare
I'll get the shit ready.
Yeah, prepare for to get the fuck out of here. If shit goes sideways.
Sounds good.
Smart.
I'll keep it running. Let me know if you need me to blast a hole in any of the walls.
Sevens and
Do you have a phone?
Yeah.
Good.
You want an edible?
Yeah.
Don't do that. No. You need your wits. Don't give it to him.
Yeah.
A
I can
peanut
take
butter.
Take it as a reward when
Take
we're
it.
done.
Yeah, okay, well, I'll stuff it in my cheek. I'll eat it when we're finished.
It'll melt in your mouth. Don't do it.
I don't think you have any room left in there.
Oh, you don't think I've got room? You don't think I? And he's going to pull down his armor a little bit and show the shirt he's wearing still there. Me? I don't have room.
I'm sorry, I forgot you're a champion.
That's right, don't you forget it. Pass that across. I'm going to eat it when you get out.
Okay.
All right. And
Eat
so
it now.
Yeah!
as he walks off into the sunset. Well, everyone, let's go ahead and give some 7s to Buddy as he leaves the party. And welcome.
Wait, but he's our ride out of here.
Well,
Yeah, he's our ride though.
He's still
flown
here.
off.
We
Wait a
we
minute.
trust him.
He got
He's
so
our
high, he flew off
ride!
already.
Designated driver.
He
That's
tried-
why he can't have the edible.
guys,
We're gonna-
guys, he tries to swim back to the surface. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god.
They're going to get to the entrance, and he's already flown off chasing a shooting star because he's so high.
Oh, our ship.
Listen, I would give him a respectable amount. Not enough to, like, go crazy
Fuck him up.
psycho like at the house, but...
All right. Well, with that, let me go ahead and get this here. Now it's time for that arrow to show up of where you need to go, where Victor can show you where.
It's going to be really awkward if
Teleport
I just
is-
walked into the next room, there's turrets.
Literally
Not
just
this room, not this room.
Oh shit! So yeah, this right over here. is your closest destination.
I still want your teeth, by the way.
They are occupied.
I could change that.
I would prefer not to.
You enter into a meeting room.
This is kind of nostalgic, isn't it?
Pat's Logan on the back. Come on, let's go.
All right.
Woohoo!
Wait for him before he opens the door.
Yeah.
Shut the door on him.
I forgot
Instead
about
of
the
walking
turrets.
around the table like a normal person, whoop, slides across the table.
Nice.
I'm gonna stay here with an angle on the door in case there are turrets. Just in case.
All right. And then over here is where Dr. Hellebore is.
This way, everyone. His room is not much further ahead. He
So,
stops here.
the next thing I need to know, as Victor has stated, he has wished to see the Chi alone. But just because a request has been made doesn't mean you all have to follow it. So, are you all going in together, or does Hellebore go in alone?
Dash would be very anti letting him go in by himself. Look, if you want to have this conversation alone, that's fine, but I don't know. I know what Victor said, but it doesn't mean that he's not dangerous.
I'm never alone. Taps his head. That was really fucking cheesy. You want to come in with me, babe? And then I'll have like speed dial ready, and I'll like push the button, and I'll call if shit gets bad for the rest of you guys. Or I could just sending you and be like, "Yeah, get the fuck in here," or I just scream really loud.
Maybe we just leave the door open.
Yeah, that works.
And we'll be here.
Come on, baby, let's go get some trauma.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Be careful.
The door.
He's gonna shoot me.
The door.
No, he's not.
Isla does a quick little guidance. little quick guidance. Whoop. Just in case.
The door opens. You walk in. The door closes.
God damn it.
And there he is.
Oh, that didn't work.
The man. What were you gonna do?
No, he just looks to Dash. Well, that didn't work.
1 second. Here we go.
Tries opening the door again. Oh, it's locked. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. We're fine.
Yeah, you'll see on the other side, the lovely dire glow up, by the way, Dr. Ignatius Hellebore stepping forward and turns over. And I think he will just state, "Where's the Chi?"
That's me!
Right.
A little dance.
He sees the apprehension upon you. And he'll just kind of walk over here. Before he'll just state, "Well, we shouldn't waste any time then. Come in. There is much we need to discuss."
Hellebore starts skipping over. Is this like a me thing, or is this more of a Piper thing?
He's quiet when he say this. And he looks out, and he will just state, "I will trust that to your judgment."
Yeah, because Piper wants to cry right now, but I'm being tough man.
I suppose it's whoever you feel will better handle the information. Although, if He pauses again. You wouldn't mind. I would like to see Piper one more time. It's almost as if he's trying to be more understanding of who you are.
Fine.
Puts his Piper pants on.
I thank you, Hellebore.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Piper pants on.
Piper pants on.
Does Piper start crying?
He looks like he's going to, but doesn't.
Hello, Piper.
Ugh.
And hello, Dash. Looks over at Dash. She's like off in the corner of the room.
Hey, I'm emotional support. I'll back up a little.
No, that's quite all right. Whatever you feel that will make you comfortable. How have you been?
Me?
He'll nod.
Bad, really bad, if I'm being honest. But I don't think that's just me. I think that's all of us. So
I understand. I know this has been an arduous few months. It feels like we've been at this for years now, doesn't it? Well, I suppose before I get on with it, he looks over at Piper. Anything you need to say to get off your chest? Questions to ask? I know I haven't been the best father, but I would want to give you this opportunity.
I guess mainly. Why?
He looks
Why
down.
any of this?
He'll look down, he kind of looks out the water, and he's like, I was ready for the question, and yet here I am finding difficulty to answer. I mean, I suppose, why do we do anything? We hope that at the end of the day it would provide a necessary positive change in an influence. I knew that what I was doing would in the end paint me as a villain. Piper, I was so tired. There was so much good I could have done for this world, and yet everywhere, anywhere, we were painted as monsters. And then he kind of looks over at Dash, like he sideways glances to Dash a little bit, like almost like he can't help himself, but at the same time doesn't want to like put the blame on his family as well.
I mean, aren't we monsters now? He'll like flash his zombie form.
You said zombie form?
Yeah, he'll flash it for like a second, but then go back to Piper.
I feel it is our actions that defines what kind of monstrosity we are. This was long before you came into my life, probably long before you even born. Io had, even as hundreds of years had passed, had endured such a heavy loss of life. A new journey, as it were. Alliances made with fabricated gods that were once mortal creatures. Yet the one thing that survived through all of it was greed. was power-hungry individuals who wanted nothing more than a slice of pie for themselves. It didn't matter who suffered or was lost. Everyone had their own ideals, their own beliefs of what was right, and yet the Senate, he'll say as he turned around to you. Before Facade came to be, the Senate were controlled by individuals who wanted to pad their pockets and inflate their power and stroke their ego to rule over those that struggle to take care of themselves. Nobody was interested in advancement or sacrifice. Shaw technology had made us all soft. That is kind of how my research began. This was long before I met your mother, by the way. I knew that the mortal races were under the thumb of the few, and people were suffering. Until one day, one Karis Creed came wandering into my life in a moment I was at my weakest. Finally, a group of individuals who were looking to seek change, to better our world. It did mean we had to sacrifice some freedoms, but then I have always felt freedom was an illusion. So, in short, why did I do it? Because I thought I was doing good for Io. I thought the Ganymedians were our salvation. And so far they have been. Now we need them more than ever. I'm sure you are aware of what is outside the gates of Asmodia, even as we speak.
Oh yeah, one of my old haunts hit me up about it.
I'm sure you would like to nothing more but to tear this whole system down. But we've got bigger threats. You understand that, don't you?
I do.
So, a question for a question, if you don't mind, son.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what I want, or what I'll say, or what I'll do, it matters not. I feel as if my story is about to come to an end. What do you want, Piper? From all of this? What do you want? Looks over to Dash. You see the pieces on the table. You now know who all the players are. What's next?
I just want the people I care about to be safe. I want to fix everything. I want to keep it safe, and then I want to stop. I want to fix me. I want to fix my sister. I want to fix this system, and then I just want to stop.
You're gonna actually watch as Ignatius seems a little taken back by that. And for a moment, you'll kind of see a swell of pride kind of come over his typically emotionless face. And then followed by just a hint of sorrow. And he'll look over and will say, my darling son. Probably even a year ago I would hear that and be eternally thankful. Finally, he wants to do some good for the world, but I think a lesson hard learned is that we don't really have control of everything that we want. And the pursuit of such thing will lead you through, and then he just looks at the entire room, questionable actions.
Mm-hmm.
He looks down a little bit. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop this Cosmo menace? Are you going to overthrow the entire world's government? And then, what? Retire?
Or keep helping people with what you built, at least. You've put a lot of bad shit into this world. But at the same time, you've paid it back with the medicine you've made to help people. They don't equal out, but maybe I could try to pay off your debt by continuing with the good.
If you go after the Senate, I fear that no matter what good you try to do, you may suffer my same fate and may be painted in the histories of Io as a villain.
I think I care about how people see me 100 years down the line, or however long. All they're gonna see is some whack job zombie who had a few screws loose. That's all they're gonna care about anyways.
Perhaps there is something I can do for you. To at least... my last attempt to be a passable father. I've been working on something in my spare time. It isn't finished, but I took a little inspiration from you.
Squint.
I've seen what's in your room.
Ooh. That was a surprise!
I'm sorry, son. I am one that does not appreciate surprises.
Nah, it's okay. It turned out shitty anyways. He'll pull the head out of his bag.
Ah, that familiar face. And then he leers at you a little bit.
Yeah, it sucks, I know, and he'll throw it at the wall.
He closes his eyes, kind of takes it in a little bit.
I couldn't get the nose right.
You were on the right track with some things. And had actually solved a couple of issues that I was having.
Uh-huh.
What I'm saying is I do have a vessel for you. It's nowhere near complete, but I'm hoping that it could be a foundation. If you still wish to continue this project of yours.
Yes.
he sighs, and while you guys are talking, you kind of hear this sort of like, from the speakers over here, the sound of like you ever put your headphones down and you don't realize that there's sound still playing, and then you get back to your room and you hear like a faint sound of like something happening on your computer? Yeah, you kind of begin to hear that, and it kind of sounds like things are breaking apart. That is, if it survives. And he kind of leans over into the monitors. He types in a couple of keys, and you'll kind of watch a sort of grayscale security camera of what appears to be Karis pulling out these sort of doughboy vessels like out of chambers, and just like pulling it out, and you just kind of are hearing just like, come on, why won't these things work? And you just get hear sparks it everywhere. Not to worry, your gift is well secured, as well as a second. But I think our facilities are about to need some severe maintenance.
Also, what the fuck is wrong with you making a base all the way down here? Jesus Christ, I hate it.
He smirks a little. And he'll say, I just wanted to know if you would come. If you would face all your fears to see your father one final time.
Are you gonna die or something?
That depends. He looks over at the door.
You're being very dramatic.
Not so much. From my understanding, one of Xeros's finest is on the other side of the door, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to put a shard right here. And he points over at his forehead.
After what I heard you did to him, I wouldn't blame him.
Yes, neither would I.
I'd prefer it if he didn't, though.
Well, that might not be your choice. I'm sure you'll take great pleasure in knowing that I was wrong to make that call. It was a lapse of judgment. He kind of looks at you like he's about to say something to you for like that, but he stays quiet. Like he's just like, And then he'll see the amulet that's adorned around your neck. Well, that's a fun little trinket.
Yeah.
You would do best to make sure that no one knows you have that.
Yeah. We already talked with Asmodeus. Yeah, I think so.
Of course you did, he'll say as he just kind of like tries to stomach it.
He was surprisingly nice. Dash is like an heir to his creepy ass throne or some shit.
Dash is like shaking his head, like doing the stop. No.
That is something I do not have the mental capacity to digest right now, so...
Yeah, me neither.
I will leave that be.
Can above board, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
On these like security camera footage that he brought up, did it say like a room?
Oh yeah. Like it's over at like over at the cloning research station.
Okay.
You'll see like a series of codes, and he also mentioned it was in the cloning room.
Okay.
So this bead of silence will sort of just follow there. And you'll see this smirk kind of turn into a bit of a scowl. And he'll look over at Piper. What I'm about to ask you, What happened to your sister?
What do you mean?
He looks over at you. I can no longer sense her. It has been a while. I figured something must have happened. I figured you would know. You two have been inseparable.
Last time I talked to her was on Io, and she was supposed to be coming back from...
From?
Alabasta.
Maybe... Can you try communicating with her now?
Yeah, just give me a second.
I think the charm failed.
I am going to try to sending my sister.
Hey, are you okay? What's going on? Give me an update now, please.
The spell fails.
The spell failed.
What does that mean?
It is one of two things. Either there is a powerful magical shield that is preventing divination from getting through, or... And he just stops right there.
One second. I'm gonna sending mom now. And just say, Mom, where is Lily? I can't sending her. What's going on? Where is she?
As you cast the spell to send to your mother, you will... It definitely gets to a destination. However, you will feel a sharp pain in your mind, as if you're not getting a response, but an emotion. You're feeling anger, you're feeling grief, and then you just get this piercing pain inside your head. It almost knocks you down to your feet, as you'll watch as blood begins pouring from your ear. And you'll kind of watch as Ignatius kind of like steps forward to try and pick you up and like try to get, because you just kind of like fall over a little bit. And as he
Dash would help too.
As he leans down, you'll just suddenly, as he kind of like reaches to reach out to you and to clean up the blood, you'll watch from his fingertip this white bud sprouting.
What's going on?
He stops. He looks at the bud. And he freezes for a moment. Almost as if he's trying to reach over to the bud. Almost as if what you're saying is not translating into his mind. He's just staring at the bud.
I couldn't get through to Mom. All I felt was rage, grief.
His arm and hand begins to shake a little bit as he his head twitches, almost as if he's feeling a pain within his mind again.
What's happening to you?
No. What a fool I've been. His arm is just twitching violently, and he just kind of stumbles back a little bit. As he falls down, his hand will slam down on the table, and you'll watch as more buds are sprouting out. And
Whoa, hey.
And he closes his eyes a little bit, and he's just like holding onto the side of the table. And as he looks up, you will see his normal blue eyes are this sharp yellow. And he's grabbing onto the table. As he does, you begin to feel like you begin to feel as if the table is, you begin to kind of see like the table kind of break in a little bit. And he'll just say, "Hey, Ava, what are you doing?" You look forward, and Dash, what are you doing currently, by the way?
I think Dash would be trying to see if, like, it's hard for him to tell what's going on, but it feels like there's a time limit on it.
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't feel like he can necessarily fix it, I think he would try to what is that spell? Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
He would cast that, or try to.
As you cast the Lesser Restoration, and we won't do a roll for this.
Okay.
As you cast the Lesser Restoration, to your horror, you will begin to see and realize as the flesh from his arm begins ripping apart, revealing these green twisted vines, and the buds are now blooming full into flowers. The disease is not this. His human skin is the infliction. And he's just staring in shock at it. And he looks over at you, and he just shoves you back. Like, he pushes you back to try and, like, stop. And he looks over at Piper, and he just says, "Time's up, my son. I need you to go. Now. I need you to seal this room, and I need you to leave."
Is this what we all are?
He shakes his head. No, it's not like that. Your mother, and he's just grabbing onto the table, just trying to keep this together. Your mother is not who she seems. That makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. And he's
What do you mean?
Everything. I was questioning actions, wondering why I was doing things, the miscalculations, the missteps, everything. The killing of Logan's son. I would never wish for someone's son to perish right in front of them. Ah! And he's just clutching onto his chest right now. Was I ever in control? And then he just stares over at you. And he says, "Don't trust her. Don't trust your mother. Go. Now. Get out of here. Take the document. Flee. Return to Io. Don't trust her. You must do this for me, son. Go!"
That'll kind of snap Dash out of it, and he'll take Piper.
And as you are backing up, you'll just watch as his skin fully begins mutating and ripping, and he begins to transform into that plant that the first hellebore, and he just starts, and he starts looking at you, and he says,
Go. Now. I'm losing control.
what do you do?
Dash would try to pick Piper up and just run for the door.
He lets him pick him up.
You'll begin your sprint. You'll begin.
I dash,
Yeah.
so to speak. Yeah.
As you begin running, you'll kind of hear the sound of machinery breaking as you just kind of watch. You just hear the, and he's just tearing and knocking everything out, and the door will immediately just lock behind you.
We gotta go.
What happened?
What
What was that noise?
He's turned into something. It's
Can't be happening.
What?
we can talk about it in the ship. We gotta get out of here, though.
Right.
Yeah, what do you start doing?
Where is this in cloning?
Look, we don't know how long this place is gonna stay together.
I have to go and get. You left something for me there, anyways. I need to go there.
Where are you going, little hellebore? And you'll just watch as Karis steps out of this facility, and she's just looking at you all gritting. And she just says, "Had a bad time with Daddy?"
Die.
I was actually thinking, and then as she points over at you, you will watch as another Karis and another Karis steps out.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry, little hellebore. You're not going anywhere. None of you are going
Eli shoots.
anywhere. Yeah, you'd watch. It just completely zaps. Go ahead and make, and that will be the surprise attack, which I will
Make a note of. Make a note of.
Yep. From Snake.
Eli's picking up some bad habits from me.
I love it.
And that is where we will end today's session of Deadbeats.
Oh my god.
Look, I'm gonna say what I always knew. Look, I knew
Well,
it.
shit.
She was too hot not to be evil, guys. Like y'all fell for it. Everyone watching was like, "Oh, mommy's hot, too hot not to be evil." That's the truth.
I mean, I did base her off of both the mom from the Addams Family and Lady Demetrescu from.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, yeah, super evil.
Built for it. Yeah, 100%.
True mum energy.
How you doing, Summer?
I cry.
I'm sorry. You were like, "I can't wait for the wedding. I can't wait to see mom again." And I was like, the entire time
I was gonna say something really cute, like, "Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna let Logan hurt you. You need to come back and tell my sister she can't get married, or you have to walk her down the aisle."
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say something like that, and I was.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this was all of 2023. I'm just like, I gotta sit on this. I gotta wait.
Me the whole time, yeah, wedding episode, yeah.
I was.
Oh no.
I was like, that's why I was like, yeah, Deadbeats is probably the darkest of all the stories, unfortunately.
Because if there is anybody that Piper will sacrifice life and limb for, it's his sister.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yippee!
How did everyone enjoy today's session?
Oh
my story
my
turned
god.
out lovely.
Welcome back, Victor.
Hey.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be bad for Hellebore because he's about to lose his entire fucking family in one blow.
Hi, what the fuck, Mom?
Yeah, they're
I remember a few months ago when I asked you, hey, by the way, what level is my mom, do you think? And you were like, I can't tell you.
I can't
Yeah,
tell
I
you.
know why now.
I can't tell you. It's your mom is bad news. That is all I can tell you. All I can tell you is your mom is probably the worst news of IO.
So,
Oh.
so if we had her take that "Am I a good mom?" quiz,
Yeah, she
You gotta bring it back.
Damn.
The timing. All right, so that's gonna wrap up today's session. We're not, no fan art today. We'll see where we are next week. We just have a lot of story going on. And our bingo duck is on a bit of hiatus, so we've got no bingo either. But honestly,
Hey, boss.
yes,
Question for you. Just like, maybe I'm stupid,
yeah.
but have we ever learned? I mean, I don't want you to give away anything, but have we ever learned anything about not Cosmikara? The Cosmatara? Is this a whole other thing that like we
so-
should know
I knew
about?
there was a baby up there.
Yes.
But-
So the only thing you guys had found were on that spoof website that had the satellite images of the dead space baby.
And we were like, it's totally fake.
It's totally fake. And
And then I got a text, or I got a call from from my friend who's a shadow hunter,
Yeah, you
whose
got a
job
text.
it is to work at the gate.
yeah, you got a text.
And she was like, yeah, that baby's real.
That baby is 100% real right now. And yeah, so it's as always, I was in a pretty fun place. I mean, and it should be, otherwise there wouldn't be a game. But yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. So we have, I think, this next session, the fight with Karis is going to be the last session of season 3. So that's going to be
Dang, dude.
our finale, which
Dang,
will be
dude.
dang dude, which will be next week, and then assuming everyone wants to continue, which I'm assuming, I'm gonna go ahead and just say yeah. Yeah, season 4 is going to be whatever the fuck is going on with Hellebore's mom and Cosmatara and what are we doing with the Senate?
We gotta go help. We gotta go help kill a space baby, and then deal with whatever the fuck mom has going on.
Well, I mean, honestly, we're still pretty far off from Space Baby, so
Oh, Lord.
yeah, so it's there's gonna be a couple of avenues that you're gonna be exploring that you'll get to decide on.
Suggestion
Yes.
to everyone, and I mean this.
Yes.
If any of us die next episode, we must return next season as another rodent to replace.
Oh.
Okay, agreed. Handshake,
Okay,
handshake,
agreed,
handshake,
agreed.
handshake.
I handshake that.
Alternatively, if
Handshake.
somebody dies next session, I could put you in the Piper body.
I do.
Yeah, no, I'm all right. No, I'd rather be a rodent.
I've already skipped bodies. I don't want to do it again.
I don't. Well, Hellebore did say there was a second body.
I know, I'm coming for it after we kill this bitch!
That there's a body for Piper, but there's also a backup body as well. So who knows?
We gotta kill this fucking bitch.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a fun time. I know that was a heavy episode.
I cried.
So go ahead and thank you guys so much for playing. We will.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I was.
Thank you.
I was dreading this episode because I was like, I'm about to hurt my good friend Summer.
I like it.
Severely.
Great.
I'm gonna go, hey, your backstory, it's gonna get a whole lot tragic.
Yeah. This is why I gave you free reign.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked for free reign, because I was like, hey.
Hey, you see this fucked up little family you gave me? What if I made it more fucked
I
up?
was like, you giving me full reign? Because I got ideas. I've got plans. So, all right. Well, guys, thank you so much. We will continue this next week. Next week is going to be same time, 5 p.m. EST, which works because that'll be our season finale. And then once we'll go back to the 4 p.m. slot once season 4 begins, once we get everything together and kind of do.
Daylight savings.
It's been wild, I'll tell you that. So, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you all the next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.